Let's talk about the halo effect and first impressions. The halo effect is a form of bias where your perception of the information is greatly influenced by the speaker delivering the information. So if you like the speaker, if you find them to be intelligent or attractive or both, then you're more likely to trust whatever information they provide you with. So the halo effect is a very commonly occurring phenomenon, and it is also something that happens unconsciously. We don't usually decide that we're going to like this person more than others, and it is pretty hard to control your first impression of someone because many factors play a role in the way you perceive someone. So your upbringing, your background, your socioeconomic circumstances, even your race, all of these can play a huge role in the halo effect. So we all are prone to the halo effect just as we all are prone to confirmation bias. There are certain people we favor and we want to listen to more than others. So it's very hard to completely get rid of this bias. But what helps is being aware of it and always reminding oneself to be objective and neutral. So we hear a lot about first impressions being the most important ones, and we are always encouraged to perform our best when we're trying to speak to a new audience. And this is where the halo effect may play an important role as well. So for example, if you are aware of your audience's biases, you may use them to try and manipulate, either consciously or unconsciously, your audience into liking you or respecting you more. And this is you trying to use halo effect to your advantage. And there's nothing wrong with trying to appeal to your audience. When it becomes harmful is when all you care about is this impression that you make. And if you want to manipulate your audience to trust you no matter what, because if your message, the information that you're delivering, is not trustworthy or not reliable to begin with, then it doesn't matter how you deliver it. It doesn't matter how trustworthy you appear. When delivering information, it's very important to keep the focus on the information, not on the speaker. Of course, it matters who speaks, but it is always secondary. What is primary is what is being said, and this is a very common way debate is arranged. This is one of the ways we can fight against the so-called cult of personality, because when we put too much emphasis on the deliverer of the information, then we may unconsciously put in the first stone into the creation of this pedestal of personality. So when we elevate the speaker because of their words, then we're doing the words a disservice. And this is where the concept of the death of the author may be helpful. If you're familiar at all with Michel Foucault's concept of the death of the author, then you'll know that he has suggested that once something is created, be it a piece of writing or a piece of art, then it belongs to everyone. So everyone can contribute to the further development of this piece of thought. So this concept has been criticized, and some of the criticisms make sense, but I find this concept very helpful when thinking about the halo effect. If what is at the forefront of your attention is the words of the speaker, then you're less likely to be influenced by the speaker themselves. Obviously, you're still going to be influenced by the speaker because they have put their biases into their words, even if it happened unintentionally. But separating the speaker from their words I find very useful. So if you cover up the name of the author when you read the article, if you cover up the name of the author when you read the book, then you will be able to give the author a more fair hearing. And it's very important we give each author a fair hearing, unless it's obvious nonsense, which most of us are able to notice pretty quickly. So the halo effect in first impressions can be helped by the concept of the death of the author. And I think we all can help each other more by not looking at the speaker first and foremost, but by looking at what the speaker has to say and then examining this information and giving it as fair a hearing as possible.